Friends, Romans, Americans, Indians, world citizens, lend me your ears and eyes as we're about to embark on an exciting journey on Sports Planet. I'm Mihir. Cricket, football, tennis, track and boxing galore on this episode. So let's get into gear with the headlines. The Chennai Super Kings, riding on Raina, dash Mumbai's dreams of making the IPL semi-finals. And the IPL provides a new platform to a spinning daredevil. We have an exclusive chat with hat-tricker Amit Mishra. And we bring you the results of the French Open, where a world number one is tested to the limit. And one of the greatest goalkeepers of all time, Germany's Oliver Kahn, receives a deserving send-off in his last match in India. Starting with the IPL, the Mumbai Indians had their fingers crossed on Tuesday night as the Chennai Super Kings were taking on the Deccan Chargers. Mumbai needed Chennai to lose this game against the league's worst team to stand a chance of making the next stage. But alas, the city that never sleeps was disappointed as the Super Kings checked the Chargers and romped home easily. Electing to bat first, the Charger big names once again flopped as Gilly, Afridi, Gibbs and Styris added just 30-odd runs between them. But then Rao and Teja saved the innings as Hyderabad put on 146 runs on the board. However, Super Captain Dhoni and his running partner Raina rained runs on the scoreboard to comfortably pull out a 7-wicket victory against the hapless Chargers.
Well, it feels great. Of course, you want to win games, and that's what it ended up as. And of course, we always wanted to play a few games in the IPL. Feels great to win the last game of the league stage for us.
And let's take a look at the points table now. The Rajasthan Royals have finished on top of this league with 22 points of their 13 games to date. They still have one more game against the number 2 team of the league, the Punjab Kings 11. Hyderabad Deccan Chargers have finished at the bottom of the table with just 2 wins of their 14 matches with just 4 points. And the semi-final slots have been decided now. In the semi-finals, the number 1 team, the Rajasthan Royals, will take on the number 4 team and their North Indian arch rival, the Delhi Daredevils. In the second semi-final of number 2 versus number 3, the Chennai Super Kings will play against the Punjab Kings 11. The first semi-final will be on 30th May, followed by the second one on 31st May. And the Super Sunday will be the final day. On June 1st, all the matches will be taking place in Mumbai. Now, the Quickfire 2020 cricket format is clearly biased towards batsmen who smack bowlers all over the field, especially spinners. However, sometimes some delivery devils have also come out on top. Amit Mishra is the only spinner who has taken a hat-trick in the IPL, and we have an exclusive chat with this jubilant daredevil.
Wrist spinners are born with the knack of picking up wickets. Amit Mishra's hat-trick in the IPL strengthens that belief, though Mishra himself is overawed by the eventual hat-trick.
आप सोच तो नहीं सकते कि हैट्रिक स्पिनर कोई स्पिनर हैट्रिक ले, बट ये है कि उस टाइम जब मैं बॉल डाल रहा था तो मैं बिल्कुल नहीं सोच रहा था कि हैट्रिक है. बस मेरे को ये था कि दिमाग में कि अपनी टीम को मैच जिताना है और अपनी बॉलिंग जिताना है. जिस तरह से वीरू ने मेरे पे कॉन्फिडेंस दिखाया तो मैंने उसको कॉन्फिडेंस को काफ़ी पॉजिटिव लेके चला था.
Amit Mishra made his debut in 2003 against South Africa and Bangladesh. Though his debut was nothing to write home about, his performance in the IPL has shown that Piyush Chawla is not the only quality leg spinner in the country.
जो भी क्रिकेट खेलता है इस लेवल पे, वो हर कोई यही सोचता है कि मैं परफॉर्म करके इंडिया खेलूँ और इंडिया के लिए परफॉर्म करूँ. तो मैं बिल्कुल सोचता हूँ कि अगर ऐसा हो जाए तो बहुत अच्छा है मेरे लिए, क्योंकि बस मैं अभी कंसंट्रेट सिर्फ IPL पे ही कर रहा हूँ और बाकी इधर जैसे इंडिया के बारे में नहीं सोच रहा. बस ये है कि मैं कोशिश यही करता हूँ कि जो भी मैच खेलूँ अपना 100% से दूँ और कोशिश यही रहे कि मेरी बॉलिंग से मैच जीता जाए.
For the past few years, the Haryana lad has been a consistent performer in the domestic circuit and believes his bowling has got better as he has more variations now. His perseverance and patience finally seem to be paying off.
एक तो नो डाउट कि एक्सपीरियंस बढ़ गया है और ये आप ये भी कह सकते हैं कि किस टाइम पे क्या बॉल डालनी चाहिए, किस सिचुएशन में कैसे हैंडल करना थोड़ा बहुत मुझे आ गया है. काफ़ी हद तक मैं सिचुएशन हैंडल कर सकता हूँ और प्रेशर में किस तरह से बॉल डालनी चाहिए, ये सब चीज़ें काफ़ी हेल्प करी हैं. उस टाइम में काफ़ी डिफरेंट है.
Mishra has put the ball in the selectors' court, and now it's up to the selectors to recognize the achievement.
So the IPL has given a new lease on cricketing life to players like Amit Mishra, who previously would play in front of half-empty stands and sparse crowds in the Ranji Trophy and other domestic tournaments. Now, though, that this league has injected a renewed enthusiasm in following cricket in India, will the regular domestic tournaments also benefit from this boom?
This is the death knock on the door for domestic cricket. I mean, as it is, a dog and two men used to watch Ranji Trophy and Dilip Trophy. Now, after IPL's hype and IPL's maza, I don't see anybody turning up for a Ranji Trophy match.
People will definitely go and watch. That's how I look at it. Because it cannot be just because you have seen a third rate 2020 for 3 hours, they would like to miss a Ranji Trophy match.
The hardcore supporters also won't want to waste their time. Anyway, nobody used to watch domestic cricket. So how board will handle this situation now remains to be seen.
3 तरीके की क्रिकेट हो गई है और तीनों तरीके की क्रिकेट के लिए हमारे पास जो है वो दर्शक हैं और वो दर्शक देखने के लिए आएंगे। रणजी ट्रॉफी में तो पहले भी मैच में लोग मैच देखने नहीं आते, तो मुझे नहीं लगता है कि अब भी कोई ज़्यादा लोग रुचि लेते हैं।
अगर आप रणजी ट्रॉफी या दिलीप ट्रॉफी अब देखते हैं कि पब्लिक आज से कितनी देखने आई भी नहीं है ना आएगी इतनी, क्योंकि जब तक आपके स्टार प्लेयर नहीं खेलेंगे दिलीप ट्रॉफी और रणजी ट्रॉफी तो पब्लिक आएगी नहीं।
If you ask a player, doesn't matter whether there is 100 people watching or there is nobody there. If you perform, the selectors get to know. If you perform well, you get a chance to play for India.
I think what used to happen in domestic cricket in counties when foreign players used to play, that used to bring a lot of glamour and charm in those days, and that was what cricket was all about. But now with 2020 and adding this mix to the domestic cricket with IPL, the hoo-ha about the glamour and the money the players are getting is such a revolution.
अगर आपने IPL को इतना सक्सेसफुल बनाया है तो अगर आपको इतना रणजी ट्रॉफी सक्सेसफुल बनाना चाहिए तो आपको भी ओवरसीज बुलाना चाहिए रणजी ट्रॉफी में। बेशक आप 2 प्लेयर खिलाइए पर बुलाइए।
My feeling is that the way domestic cricket is also being televised now, people are watching the teams. People are wanting to see how their teams are doing, how their boys are doing.
जैसे हर प्लेयर कहता है कि इतने बड़े प्लेयर से मैं ड्रेसिंग रूम शेयर कर रहा हूँ, मेरा ड्रीम कम ट्रू हो गया। ऐसी रणजी ट्रॉफी में ड्रीम कम ट्रू होना चाहिए हर प्लेयर के लिए।
So only time will tell whether domestic cricket will benefit from the IPL or not. Anyhow, Delhi Daredevils captain Virender Sehwag has urged national selectors to consider IPL performances for the upcoming Tri-Series in Bangladesh. The Indian squad will be finalized by May 30th. A number of youngsters have made their mark in the IPL, and Sehwag felt that these young guns could be given a spot in the national side on a rotation basis, especially given that there is a lot of international cricket ahead. After the Tri-Series in Bangladesh, India will head to Pakistan for the Asia Cup as well as the Champions Trophy. The world's top 8 ODI teams will take part in the Champions Trophy in Pakistan. And Sri Lanka and India have promised Pakistan to send all their top players for the Asia Cup despite the threat of a player fatigue after the strenuous IPL season. This assurance was provided to the tournament hosts at the Asian Cricket Council board member meeting in Colombo. The Asia Cup will be played in Pakistan from June 24th to July 6th. The ACC members also decided to scrap the Afro-Asia Cup, which was played last year between the Asian team and the African team. And England all-rounder Andrew Flintoff looks likely to miss June's one-day internationals against New Zealand as he continues to recover from injury. Flintoff is nearly halfway through a 6-week recovery program after suffering a side strain and is unsure about being fit enough for the one-dayers. The final one-day squad will be announced on Friday. Flintoff suffered his injury while playing for Lancashire against Durham earlier this month. Finally, England coach Peter Moores has backed his ODI captain Paul Collingwood to rediscover his best form after a recent lean spell with the bat. Collingwood had gone through 22 innings without a test century and has yet to reach 50 in any form of cricket this season. But a battling 24 not out by the England batsman saw his team to victory against New Zealand in the second test. Moore said that Collingwood has had a few tough tests, but that this happens in cricket. Moore cited Michael Vaughan as an illustration of a successful turnaround story in English cricket. We're going to take a short break now, but we'll be back with some tennis as a world number 1 player faces a scare in the French Open. And the United Arab Emirates will host the 2009 and 2010 editions of the Club World Cup. Welcome back to Sports Planet. I'm Mihir. The French Open is getting into second gear. Although rain has delayed some key matches, here are the latest results from day 4 of this clay court Grand Slam. In the women's side, Maria Sharapova had the scare of her life, going 6-all in the deciding set before pulling out the third and final set, 8-6 against Elena Rodina. In addition, Casey Delacroix overcame Marion Bartoli in 3 sets, as did Elena Dementieva, who overcame Dushvina in 3 sets also. Francesca Schiavone beat Jill Krabas by a score of 6-3, 6-2. And over on the men's side, 5th-seeded David Ferrer has moved on to the next round with a straight set victory over Steve Darcis. In addition, Radek Stefanek also overcame Gilles Simon in straight sets, and Marat Safin, the veteran warrior, overcame Lesnard in 4 tough sets. And from tennis to soccer, the United Arab Emirates have been selected as the venue for the Club World Cup for 2009 and 2010. Also, Avram Grant, the Chelsea soccer coach who was sacked after finishing a close runners-up in the Champions League and the EPL, is surprisingly not bitter with the team that released him. And finally, a new campaign will ensure that Africa will receive financial aid each time a goal is shot anywhere in the world. All this in our soccer app.
FIFA President Sepp Blatter said in Sydney, the United Arab Emirates will host the 2009 and 2010 editions of the Club World Cup after beating bids from Australia and Japan. He said the travel times counted against the Australian bid, and the sports world governing body wanted a short change from Japan, making the UAE the best option.
The Club World Cup for 2009 and 2010 will be played in the United Arab Emirates, but we will ask the United Arab Emirates Football Association to not play only in one city, but to give access to matches also to other cities. I don't need to give more details.
Former Chelsea manager Avram Grant said he was happy that his tenure at the London club was over and said he wished them well for the future. The former Israel coach was sacked on Saturday after an 8-month stint at the helm of the London Giants, where he came within a whisker of winning the Champions League, the English Premier League and the League Cup, but ended up with nothing. Grant refused to discuss his departure from Chelsea or his future plans.
It was a great time. I enjoyed very much to be with Chelsea. I left in the last years. I breathed Chelsea 24 hours a day, and last year I was in charge. I enjoy it. I enjoy more than this from the development of the team, and in the end also from the supporters. That was great. And now I wish them luck. I love this club.
AC Milan midfielder Clarence Seedorf launched a major new campaign for education and development in Africa, designed to raise funds every time a goal is scored anywhere in the world. Called Goal for Africa, the initiative is backed by the Nelson Mandela Foundation, and it's hoped that the project will go through to the World Cup in 2010 in South Africa and beyond. One of the first major events of the campaign will be an all-star game at the Allianz Arena in Munich on 12th July as part of the celebrations for Mandela's 90th birthday.
And we stay with soccer. After the World Cup, the European Cup is regarded as the next most important soccer event in the world. Taking place every 4 years like the World Cup, this year's Euro 2008 will be co-hosted by Austria and Switzerland. Each European powerhouse is leaving no stone unturned in its preparation for this premier event. Underdogs Greece came out on top the last time. Who will pick up Europe's most prestigious trophy this time around?
Italy's Euro 2008 squad gathered at the training ground in Coverciano on Tuesday for the final preparations before Friday's friendly against Belgium. 2 years after being crowned the world champions in Germany, Italy will be hoping to repeat the success at the European competition. Their Group C also includes France, the Netherlands and Romania, making it probably the toughest group, and advancing in the competition will be no easy task. The Azzurri squad includes Bayern Munich's top scorer Luca Toni and Juventus captain Alessandro Del Piero. AC Milan's Gennaro Gattuso will bolster the midfield, while the goal will be protected by Juventus's Gianluigi Buffon, regarded as one of the best goalkeepers of the world. The world champions kick off their campaign against the Dutch on 9th June. Meanwhile, another strong contender for the Euro trophy, Spain also began their preparations at the team's training ground near Madrid. Their first warm-up friendly against Peru will take place in Huelva on Saturday. Veteran Raul has been left out of the squad, but with the likes of Fernando Torres, David Villa and Xabi Alonso, they have got plenty of steam in the team. But talent and quality players have never been their problem, and they have still returned as underachievers over and over again. This time they have to ensure that they do not run out of that steam early in the tournament and redeem themselves of all the misses so far. For the record, it has been 44 years since Spain brought home the European trophy. Spain have been put in Group D alongside the defending champions Greece, Sweden and Russia, and they start the campaign on June 10th against Russia.
Time for another short break, but stay with us as we'll be back with even more soccer as German legend Oliver Kahn gets a send-off in style amidst 120,000 fans. And Indian boxer Vijayendra Singh stuns an Olympic gold medalist at the AIBA President's Cup. Hello and welcome back to Sports Planet. I'm Mihir. Perhaps one of the greatest soccer goalkeepers of all time played his last match in India on Tuesday in front of an overcapacity crowd of 120,000 people at Kolkata's Salt Lake Stadium, which generally sits only 80,000. Oliver Kahn kept the football out of the goal in his last stand with Bayern Munich. The Indian Mohun Bagan team was outclassed by the German powerhouse as expected, but the focus was less on the outcome of the game and much more on the legendary King Khan, who received a standing ovation when he departed the field.
Oliver Kahn started his career nearly 20 years back, and he would have never thought he would say goodbye in such fashion. A capacity crowd of nearly 120,000 football fanatics greeted the ever-successful goalkeeper. Kolkata's Salt Lake Stadium bid farewell to one of the best goalkeepers in the history of the game. And his German side rose to the occasion to give him a superb send-off.
For this great moment in my career, I think it's a very special moment for me to play my last game here in Calcutta, and I want to say thank you. Thank you to all of us. Thank you for this great night. So thank you very much from Bayern Munich.
Kahn was substituted for the last time in the 54th minute of the game. The German has led his country for nearly 3 years and earned a lot of fame in the game. Besides this, he has been one of the biggest names to feature in club football. Kahn was awarded the German Footballer of the Year award in 2000 and 2001. UEFA selected him as the best goalkeeper for the year 1999, 2001 and 2002. Kahn was elected FIFA's World Player of the Year in 2002. And again in 2002 World Cup in Korea and Japan, he was awarded the Best Goalkeeper prize for his scintillating performance throughout the tournament. And although the local Bagan boys lost the match, this surely gave the perfect exit to King Khan. And this is how the Kolkata fans said goodbye.
Good luck, Khan. And finally, in our sports scan tonight, an American sales executive quits his job to become a world-class sprinter again. A tiger roars back to rule his kingdom, and an Indian boxer takes down an Olympic gold medalist.
India's Vijayendra Singh stunned the boxing fraternity by comprehensively defeating Olympic gold medalist Bakhtiar Artayev in the quarterfinals of the AIBA President's Cup tournament. Vijayendra won the bout on points 12-7 in the 75 kg category. It was sweet revenge for Vijayendra as he had lost a very close bout against the Olympic gold medalist at the Doha Asian Games in December 2006 in the semi-finals. Vijinder now meets Angkhan Chongfung of Thailand in the semi-finals on Friday. Tiger Woods expects that he'll be fully fit for next month's US Open at Torrey Pines as he continues to recover from a knee surgery. Woods has not played since finishing second at the Masters in April, following which he underwent surgery on his left knee for the third time. Woods will miss this week's Memorial Tournament but expects to be fully fit for the year's second major, US Open. Woods has 13 major titles, trailing only Jack Nicklaus's 18 for the first place all-time. American Dallas Robinson is chasing a dream to become an Olympic sprinter this summer in Beijing. A former college runner, Robinson quit a $100,000 per year sales job to train full-time on his own. Robinson, who is 6 feet 4 inches tall and 210 pounds heavy, feels that he has a lifetime to start a career behind a desk. Although he is about 40 pounds heavier than average world-class sprinters, but he has posted some of the fastest 55 and 60 meter times in the world in the past 3 months.
He has few years to play, but a lifetime to stand behind a desk and work away in the offices. Well, that's about it in our Sports Planet show today. But we'll leave you with another bizarre clip, this time of competitors rumbling, tumbling, fumbling and bumbling in their quest to collect a ball of cheese that's rolling down a hill.